Welcome back, guys, to the A.J.I podcast, episode 5. If you're not already following, please do, and share this with everybody that you know, including your brothers, your sisters, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your dogs, cats, owners, and let's get right into the episode. Here again, as always, with my wife.
Hello.
We are on episode 5.
I know, it's crazy.
Right? For all of the feedback that we've been getting from everybody, I absolutely love it. My cousin actually called me today, Gio. He called me this morning. He was like, "You guys just seem so natural at it."
Aww.
Right? He
I'm
called me while he
glad.
was working.
I'm so glad because when we started, I was really nervous and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Me too.
But I feel very comfortable now.
Yeah, getting even more and more comfortable. Thinking of even getting some new microphones just so that we don't have this issue where we have to be so close to the mic, you know?
Yeah.
And like, they're called like the Rode Pod mic, and like they have the built-in pop filter and all that stuff, and they're just like built for podcasts. And like a few like good, like well-known podcasts like use them. So they're only like $100. So we're probably gonna be upgrading those here in the future, just to give our audience a better experience. And we're ordering some new things so that we can eventually move to get some videos of us on the podcast and stuff. Get a whole setup.
Yeah. I can't wait. Before we get into it, I hope you guys love listening as much as we love yapping.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun, and I'm glad we've had such positive feedback. I'm glad they love it as much as we do.
Yeah. We thank you guys so much. Can't express it enough. Everybody who supports us, we really do appreciate it, and it means the absolute world to us. So thank you so much. So kind of tagging along to the last episode that we had, about like just more about school. Everybody seems to love like our old, like just our old life, like just our past lives, not past lives, but just back then.
Yeah,
you
old
know,
school experiences.
So I kind of want to talk about like relationships. So I think I kind of talked to you a little bit earlier about like if you ever had like any crushes in elementary school or something like that. Mm-hmm. Did you?
I'm sure I have. I don't quite remember any. But in elementary, I was also being tossed from school to school to school to school to school.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Through elementary, I think I went to like 4 or 5 different schools.
No.
Why don't you start, since you probably have some stories. I know you. I know you was out here with little crushes.
Yeah, I had a crush on a few girls, but this one I guess stood out. This one like moment stood out to me.
Maybe it'll spark a memory.
And so what happened here? So. Okay. So there was this girl, and I thought she was really cute.
What grade?
This was second grade.
So elementary.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe you remember that.
So I don't remember it too well, but this is like I knew that I had a crush on her. I thought she was really cute. A lot of the other guys liked her. And there was this one time where like I told my brother that I liked her, and we were hanging out at recess, and she was like off in the distance, and my brother, he was like, "That's the girl you like?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I'm gonna yell out her name and tell her that you like her." And I was like, "No, don't do that. Don't do that." And we were on like the field of the school or whatever, and he started to yell out, and I jumped at him and pushed him to the ground. I'm like, "Stop!" I was like, "Don't do that." I got so mad with him.
That's so funny. I was just like watching it in my head. I know that was funny, but you were so mad in the moment.
Jeez. You know, Dominic's got like 5 girlfriends at a time. I don't.
Yeah, which is my
Bro's
nephew.
just spitting game here and there.
Dom's now. See, if this was a question for
I
Dom,
don't get it.
he'd have all the stories, and he's 9.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, when I was that age, I get it. It's definitely because he's more like outgoing and stuff like that. So,
But shy.
well, yeah. At the
You
same
know,
time, it's shy.
it like I don't know.
Maybe I
know.
was just an ugly kid.
Oh,
None of the
shut
girls
up.
talked to me.
Oh, whatever. I seen your little, not baby pictures, but when you were younger, and you were not ugly.
No, I had a decent. No, I don't. I kind of want to say like a decent group of friends, but also not really. Back in like kindergarten, I stole a kid's Transformers phone toy.
Okay, you sparked a memory. Oh my gosh. In kindergarten, I don't think I've ever told you this because it just never has needed to come up. But there was this one time, I gotta remember what I did. Oh no.
What was it?
Okay, so there's this kid, I don't even remember his name to be so honest. But I made him cry.
What?
But I can't remember why. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think I pushed him.
Yeah.
I think he did something and I pushed him and he fell and he started crying. And our teacher's name was Miss Chamberlain.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it matters if I say that out loud because she is long gone out of my life. So, anyways, once he told the teacher that I pushed him, I think that's what it was. I think I pushed him because he had done something to me, and then he fell and he started crying. Went to the teacher, and she made me write, "I'm sorry," whatever the kid's name was, 100 times.
100 times.
And then she was
This was like on the whiteboard, just a piece of paper.
Piece of paper. And then she was like, I don't even know if my parents remember this but she was like, either you write 100 times over and over, "I'm sorry," whatever the kid's name was, or I call your parents. Now, who wants anyone to call their parents? Nobody. Yeah. So I wrote the thing, and then I get home from school that day, and my mom was like, "So, what'd you do at school today?"
She still told your parents?
And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, "Well, I got a nice little phone call from the school. What'd you do today?"
You're like, that little shit.
I know. I was like, no way. No way. I started crying. I was like, "I wrote, I'm sorry 100 times. Like,
she said she wasn't going to call you if I wrote
it." So, yeah. She was
my gosh.
I guess it was bad enough. I can't remember what it was. I wish I remembered. But that did spark that memory because I was like, I remember writing, "I'm sorry," whatever the kid's name was 100 times.
Yeah. Is there any like smells that just remind you of elementary school or like kindergarten?
Crayons.
Because I know like Germex for me is like my number one.
Really?
Because it will always spark that memory of this one kid who sat right in front of me. It was the beginning of the day. We were putting hand sanitizer on our hands. He had it fresh on his hands, and he brought his hands up to his eyes and just started rubbing his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
He just started crying.
Do you ever put Germex on though and then like accidentally like lick your finger or your hand?
Yeah. Ugh. So bitter.
So gross. Crayons for me because but it's got to be a fresh box.
Fresh box of crayons.
Yeah,
it can't be like those the Tupperware full of just crayons.
Yes.
They're like mixed around.
But you see, because that way it reminds me of when I would color at my grandparents because they had this tin that had a mix of crayons and colored pencils.
And I swear they have a different smell than school crayons.
And it was a smell. Like it was so much more potent because they had been mixed in there for, I swear to God, years.
Yeah.
You know? I think the exact same tin box of crayons and pencils I was using was Mariah's back when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And we were 9 years apart. So I bet you that thing was floating around for a good 10 years.
Yeah. Did you ever have any like super strict teachers?
No. I don't know.
So I remember.
Did you?
Yeah. In 3rd grade, I had this teacher. Her name was Mrs. Hall.
She sounds like she's strict.
She was an old lady. And
Chamberlain was old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't play around. That's for sure.
We got in a lot of trouble if it got too loud or someone was speaking out of line. She had this it was like this stoplight sound meter where like if we were talking, it'd be all green, and then if we started getting louder and louder, it would go to red, and then like if it ever hit red, like the class had a punishment or something.
No
like
way.
That. Yeah.
Ew. And that was a whole year the same teacher? Was it elementary? Or was she just a teacher?
Well, just the 3rd grade teacher. It was
so
like my
all year.
Yeah. My entire 3rd grade teacher.
Ugh.
It was bad. I don't remember exactly
God.
what the punishments were, but I don't know.
Did you ever get the green, yellow, and red cards? Where everyone started on green, and if you did something, then you'd flip to yellow, and if you did something, and you'd flip to red, and then that's like...
it was like on the wall.
Yes, then it was like...
Yeah. Yeah.
And every kid's name was up there.
And there was always like 1 or 2 people that had like red cards or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the teacher would be like, yeah, go pull a card for that. And you're like, in front of all these like, people.
Come on, man.
Like, can you like secretly just write my name down or something? As everyone literally stares at you as you walk back, flip your card, and walk back to your seat. Like, okay.
If that doesn't humble you, I don't know what does.
For real.
We should have that nowadays.
What do you mean, for adults?
In high school. I'm just kidding.
Oh. No, maybe elementary now needs it. But at the same time, is it even going to make a difference?
Probably not.
These kids don't give a damn.
Especially Danny and Dom. Jeez, our age of elementary versus the new age of elementary, just completely different, and it really does amaze me.
Oh yeah,
it's absolutely crazy.
Me too. I mean, Kaylee, your sister's a little bit older than them, and she still had a very different school life, I feel.
Well, not like elementary school. I feel like her elementary school was quite similar.
Well, Danny and Dominic went to the same one.
True. Do they?
I'm saying I feel like, but even when I was in 5th grade, like 1st through 4th grade was much. Well, I guess it depends where you live, because 1st through 3rd sorry, I said 4th earlier, I meant 3rd. 1st through 3rd, or kindergarten through 3rd, up north is a lot different than here.
What do you mean by that?
Like, we didn't have safety patrol ever up there.
You were on safety patrol,
yes,
weren't you?
But every kid had to be.
I never did it, especially down here. Was that for like a certain grade, like 5th grade or something like that? Or?
It was 4th grade because I started this school in 4th grade, and they had just came out with it that year. They were like in the works of it, and so they would just obviously it started with only popular kids. And then the next year they
did do safety patrol.
Yeah, the next year they made like everyone do it because at that point it became like another class. Like you need to learn safety, basically.
Was it like the thing where like you got out of class like 10 minutes early?
Yep, and you put on the little sash. It was bright yellow.
I want to say patrol. I remember doing
and
that.
You got a stop sign.
I also don't really remember doing that. I think I remember wanting to like leave class early, but I don't remember like wearing the vest and holding the stop sign at all.
Yeah, I do. Remember that crosswalk right in front of the school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so many kids walked past me right there with I was holding the stop sign for them.
So I have this thing like pop up into my head, like I'm embarrassed.
Before we move on to any Before we move on from childhood things, I do have a question.
What's up?
Were you going to move on? Or did this tie in?
How is this tied in?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Just don't move on until I ask you a question.
Okay. So talking about like the cards and like how you had to go up and like switch them out and whatnot, it was really embarrassing. Just like embarrassing things that happened while you're at school, you know? Mm-hmm. You ever like fall asleep and like mad twitch and like try and play it off while you're in class? Mm-hmm. I had a really, really bad one.
Mariah has the best story about falling asleep in class. She jump scared herself awake and kicked the entire desk in front of her.
way.
And it like pushed it forward.
Brother.
Everyone knew she was sleeping.
Oh my gosh. No, there was this time where I was in history class. I remember this one specifically because of how bad. No, high school.
High school?
Just because of how bad like I twitched. But he was. I think we might have been watching a movie or something like that. So it was quiet, really super quiet in the class, and I was sitting next to right in the front. And
what do you think?
I twitched so hard, my knee hit the top of the desk, and the desk went boom. And I tried to play it off, but oh my gosh, everybody knew I was sleeping. My face went red. I was like, oh, fuck.
My embarrassing thing would be literally having to eat lunch with the principal every day. That's quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
To walk down to the principal's office at lunchtime every day. And you know dang well all these kids, what'd you do? Why do you have to eat lunch with the principal? What'd you do? It's like, mind your business.
And did you ever see someone from the back of their head or whatnot, walking down the hallways and call out their name and it is not them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a few times doing that?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Mm-hmm.
Tripping upstairs in high school. Oh my gosh. Upstairs? Come on.
What do you have for us?
Okay. My question is, what was your childhood nickname? And what's the story behind
nickname? It? I never had a childhood nickname. I would, my grandma, she would call me Andy.
Aw.
Yeah. That's about it, though. Never really had a childhood nickname. My brother had one. I mean, not really childhood, but just his nickname for all of us is just Franchi. But his real name's Francesco. Panchi.
Mine was Jericho.
Jericho?
Yeah.
Why?
Only for a few kids, though. Just the ones that lived by my grandma.
Yeah.
Before they all moved away, we would always hang out. And the family across from her, which I'm not going to name, but I think you know.
Maybe. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. They came up with it. They were like, it reminds me of Jericho from Bible.
From the Bible.
And I was like, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So then they started calling me
whatever
Jericho.
Works.
But I think that's really all I had.
That was the only question?
Well, that was, for this part. I have multiple questions that just not yet.
Oh, okay.
Probably at the end because they all are similar questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever or not you ever but I don't understand morning people. I can't. I've tried.
But the crazy
so
thing is,
times.
I'm not a morning person, but I beg you to give me the morning shifts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather sleep in, but I don't want to sit around all day, work at 4, and then close.
Yeah.
Ew. You know?
No, yeah, I don't like Finn. He wakes up naturally 6, 7 o'clock.
I have
max
no idea,
8 o'clock.
Which is our roommate, and I have no idea. Roommate friend. That was kind of rude. Anyways, roommate friend. Yeah, bro be waking up at the crack of dawn, and I'm like, brother, go to sleep. But he also goes to bed really early, and we choose not to.
Yeah.
He goes to bed at 9:30. We go to bed at 2.
And waking up in the morning, having to go to work. I just feel like I'm walking into work.
Pissed.
Just with such an RBF.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like an absolute menace. I hate the world. I hate that I'm here.
Having to do what we do when we first walk into work, though, is rough.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't got no time to spare.
Especially when it gets into the winter time. I feel like those are such groggy mornings.
I'm so scared for that, dude. Don't get me wrong. I have been absolutely complaining through and through about this heat because there's no reason at the beginning of October that I get in my car after work and my car reads 100 degrees. What do you mean?
Right.
You know?
And then,
but I'm going to complain about it, and then we're going to wake up and it's going to be 45 outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of wish it was hotter.
2 steps outside.
I know. Okay. Do any of y'all gag when it's too cold? Because I
Very
do.
sure does.
Oh, yeah. I will be gagging every morning.
And like
in the
it's
winter.
not usually normal for me, but sometimes if it's too cold, the cold will make me gag bright and early in the morning. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we should go fishing again.
Yeah?
I miss fishing.
So it's going to be so cold when we decide to go, too.
I know, right? We should go like next week or something.
I mean, are they planted, though?
Probably not. I mean, but I can see when they do, and then we can plan a day for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I remember when I worked at Paparazzi, I used to wake up pretty early to get over there.
Oh, yeah.
Literally before the sun got up.
Yeah.
And I do not understand how I did that. Because, like, my body naturally likes to wake up at around 11, like 10:30, 11-ish, 11:30, just around that time. And, like, I feel fully rested, fully awake. And, well, you know what?
Not for me. I can sleep till freaky 1 or 2. I don't get it. I can go to bed at 2 and still sleep until 1 or 2.
I mean, I can continue sleeping after that, and I can sleep for a good long while, but I just feel like I'm just wasting my day at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I don't sleep till 1 or 2, but it's usually around noon. Yeah, around noon. But then I lay in bed for an hour. Yeah. Because I'm comfy. I don't want to get out of bed.
Oh
what am I going to go do?
Waking up today, I was frigid. It is getting real cold in the morning. It's in the house.
Yeah.
I gotta adjust our air conditioning.
Well, instead of doing that, just turn off the other thing in the front room.
I guess that'd help. Well, not really. Because, like...
I don't know. That thing makes it cold in here.
Because, like, I swear, like, out there's temperature is not the same as inside of our room temperature. You know?
Oh, it's not. It's a lot colder out there.
Yeah.
A lot colder.
But, I mean, it's also because it's not as hot outside, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's starting to cool down. I mean, when I got in my car this morning, it was great. 67.
Oh, yeah.
67's perfect.
Lovely weather.
I even put my heater on because I was kind of cold this morning. Yeah, but then I get out of work.
It's changing.
Forgot my heater was on, and it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And then I'm like waiting for this cool air to hit me, and I'm like, why is it so hot? And I look down, 80 degrees.
It's gonna get to Halloween.
My car temp. Well, the air was at 80 degrees, and I was like,
yeah,
that's why I'm dying right now.
It's gonna get to Halloween, and it's about to be frigid.
Oh yeah, which is 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
But right now, when I get out of work, it's 100 degrees. Well, maybe not, just what my car reads.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like we can almost never get away from the school topic, but I gotta bring this up. Middle school fights. Like, remember that big, huge fight that happened? There's actually really 2 big ones I remember. It was this kid. He was like bigger, heavier set, and I don't know. There was a video going around school all about it, and they were just going at it. They were going ham. And those are like the same kids in the group or like in the school that would like be doing Oxycontin in the back.
Hello? What?
Like,
I don't even know what that is. No, I'm just kidding. I do. But like, I didn't know what that stuff was until I was much older.
Yeah. No, they were like just a bad
And where
group
are you
of kids.
Getting that?
They're
it makes a lot more sense.
Grandma.
Makes a lot more sense where people would go and, find whoever's selling marijuana, but...
Yeah.
Pills?
Oxycontin?
Where are you getting that?
No, they were doing, like, Oxycontin and,
At school?
Yeah. Like, near the track in middle school.
Are these kids alive?
Oh, and then I remember...
those are really not good for you.
And then I remember in intermediate school, there was a kid that got caught smoking a cigarette in the bathroom.
Well, okay, that's crazy.
Intermediate school.
That's crazy. But in middle school, I do remember kids like vaping.
Well, yeah, that was more common in
but at the same
middle
time,
school. Still not good though.
No, but at the same time, it was our playground type thing was far away from the school. It wasn't behind the school.
Middle school?
Yeah,
we never had a playground in middle school.
It's not a playground. It's like
the field.
No. It wasn't behind the school. It was in front, and there's those two.
Oh, I'm not talking about there. They were doing it like behind, like where the wood shop was.
I know, but I'm saying that's where kids would vape because no one can see them.
I see. Oh,
so 99% of the time they weren't getting caught right there.
I see.
And they were still on campus.
Yeah. No, he had like it was Oxycontin and like
Xanax. I don't know.
No.
I only name that because that's like a big party.
I want to say just air duster. Drug. Just air dusters. You know, I'm talking about. Tip a can upside down or something like that.
Yeah, you literally have to be 18 to buy those, don't you?
Yeah. Because you can get high off of those.
That's so stupid. Or the kids who would. That just reminded me. Do you remember the kids that used to act like they used to get high off Sharpies?
Yeah.
And they would act so high. I know the fume isn't good for you, but I know dang well you were high off of it.
Yeah.
But everyone, or is that a myth? Or am I crazy? I think it is.
I don't think you can get high off of Sharpies. Unless you're like really, really huffing it.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, it's not alcohol based, is it? And like, if you sniff enough alcohol, you're not going to get high. Right?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, like rubbing alcohol. You might get lightheaded, not high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that brings me to
smoking Smarties.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Kids were crazy.
I was doing that. I was smoking Smarties.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody was doing that.
Yeah.
You get the end. You just start pounding it on the desk, and then you grab both sides and like start twisting it a little bit.
And I can hear it.
Yeah, and pushing it back and forth, and then you start unwrapping one side, and you just like a cigar, like a mouth puff, just and that,
yeah.
Dumbest little stuff back in middle school. Eraser burns.
Yeah, I have one of them.
Yeah, I know.
I got dared to do it right in the center of my hand, on top of my hand, and I got dared to do it, and I was not gonna suffer the consequence of what it was that I don't remember.
Dummy.
But
oh my gosh. Okay, so same kid Leo from last episode. He did the salt and ice challenge on his arm. Did you ever hear about that?
Oh yeah, I've tried to do it, but I'd put the ice on and take it off immediately and be like, that hurts.
He held it on for so long, and it was on like, I don't know, just like his forearm, and it gave him a big burn. Like it even swelled up, bubbled up, and all that. It was nasty.
That's like the cinnamon challenge.
This
salt and ice challenge.
This is all like what are we? Millennials? No. What are we? Are we millennials?
No, Mariah would be.
Millennial.
Or Gen Z.
Gen Z. Okay. Just all Gen Z.
I don't know. Don't listen to us, guys. We're just us.
But all of the trends,
What was the other one I was just thinking of? Salt and ice, cinnamon. Oh my gosh!
Ice bucket challenge.
I was gonna say that, but that's not it.
I don't know.
That was done for a good cause, wasn't it?
The ice bucket challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spread awareness for something. I don't know.
I
want to say cancer, but I don't know. Well, let me search.
Yeah, look it up. I'm gonna look up. I have to know now what I was thinking of.
For Lou Gehrig's disease?
Really?
Is that how you say it? Lou?
What is that?
Oh, wait. So part in an effort. Effort is a part of an effort. Event is part of it. Oh, I just cannot speak right now. Jeez. Another one says ASL research and care.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. List them off.
The Tide Pod Challenge?
Oh, my gosh.
Hello?
That was stupid.
Oh, my gosh. That one was crazy. Banana and Sprite Challenge.
Oh, I remember that one.
Where it would make people throw up.
I never tried it. I never tried like any of the challenges.
Chubby Bunny. That's what I was thinking of.
I did try the Chubby Bunny challenge.
Yeah. Oh, what was that one where the crate challenge?
Oh, where they would stack the crates to walk in on top of them. It'd be like, oh, I remember this one YouTuber did like a really huge meetup. And like so many, who was it? I don't know. But so many people got hurt doing that.
Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
I remember that.
That's like all the ones that happened all kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, the saltine cracker challenge where you had to eat 6 in a minute.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That one was easy. 6 saltine crackers in a minute.
I couldn't. I tried.
That is easy.
Because I would get to like chip or cracker 3 and my whole mouth would be sucked dry. Like from these crackers. Like absolutely dry.
Yeah.
And so it was just a bunch of little pieces of crackers stuck in my mouth that I couldn't eat or swallow anymore.
I remember this was like a smaller one, but this one is actually pretty hard. You know how you have your mouth closed and you do like a dry swallow?
Yes.
And you have to, the challenge is like try and get to 10 or like 15 dry swallows, and it's like almost impossible.
Without
just like
drinking anything? Oh yeah, I can only swallow like 3 times in a row before I can't anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so no water, just literally keeping your mouth closed, trying to dry swallow after dry swallow. And like, it's really hard to do. I can get to like good like 10.
Wait, listen to this. This is crazy. I didn't know this. Supposedly, it all began in 1996 with the Saltine Challenge. And the question is, what was the first internet challenge?
Really?
So Saltine, I guess,
was
one of the first ones to hit the internet.
The Cinnamon Challenge got to be like right after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one was an old one.
Yeah.
My gosh, do you remember hey Jimmy Kimmel, I told my kid I ate all of their Halloween candy? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And some kids were like, it's okay, mommy. And some would have an absolute meltdown.
An absolute fit about it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was big.
Yeah.
People still do it.
Yeah.
You know, with their little kids.
Wait, did Mariah ever do
Mariah
it?
did it, and the kids never knew. Or something like that. I want to say she got away with it without even telling them.
Yeah.
That she hid it. She didn't throw it away.
Yeah.
But I want to say they didn't even know. And then, like, a while later, Mariah found it or something and was like, oh my God, it's their
Halloween candy that I supposedly ate.
Okay, this is random.
What?
But debatable.
What's up? Hit it.
Toilet paper. Okay.
What about it?
When you put it on, put it like on the wall. What do you call it?
Put it on the roll or put it on the
whatever it is.
I don't know.
Is it over or under?
Over, of course, but I really don't care.
I think. Try again. We don't like it underneath, right?
I know you don't like it underneath.
I think it's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, to have it underneath and try to pull it. What is wrong with you? Who put it on like that?
Yeah, but me.
Nah, it bothers me to my core.
But I put it on the right way, the quote unquote right way, to make you happy. Back
when we had our other roommate here, and it was both of them sharing that bathroom.
Yeah.
I would go in there, and I would it would be underneath, right? I'd switch it. The next time I went in there, it was underneath. And I'm like, now I know dang well neither of you in this household enjoys pulling the toilet paper from underneath. Like, there's no way. And I'm like, so you guys have got to be changing it after I change it. So which one of you likes it underneath that much?
Or maybe they just used
they were like,
toilet paper fast enough.
It was because they were like, we never change it. And I was like, so do you purposely put it on for where it comes out underneath? And they were like, no, like you just put the toilet paper on. It must just end up like that every time or something. And I was like, how? At that point, literally leave the toilet paper off the thing. I would rather have the toilet paper just sitting on that instead of it being from under. That's how much it bothers me. Yeah. Do you have any other topics you want to talk about?
We'll get to them later. Let's hear more of your questions.
Well, this next thing is going to be food related.
Okay.
And there's a couple questions. Okay.
Hit me.
Okay. I have 3 for you. The last 2 kind of connect. So, my first question, what is the strangest food combination you enjoy but others find weird?
It's not really a food combination, more like just a strange way to eat it. Say no Life cereal. I put the milk, I put the cereal, I put the milk, and I put it in the microwave until it gets soggy.
That's so gross. Oh my gosh, I watched.
And it's only with Life cereal. Wait, no, Honey Bunches of Oats too.
Pause. There was one time I watched you make a bowl of cereal. It was Life cereal. You poured milk in, then you put the chocolate powder in to make chocolate milk. Okay, cool. If you want to drink with chocolate milk, awesome. Not weird. Not too weird. But then I watched you proceed to put it inside of the microwave.
Was this at my mom's house?
Yes. Yeah. And I was like,
what?
What are you doing? What is this craziness? Because, if it's Life cereal, I love Life cereal, but I gotta eat that quick. Because the second it starts going soggy, I don't like it. And it goes soggy like in seconds. Yeah.
I like it when Life cereal gets soggy. And then Honey Bunches of Oats too. I know it's weird.
It's actually so funny.
Those are like the only ones that I put in the microwave. And then with the chocolate, the Nesquik chocolate mix, putting that in there. Oh, it's so good.
It's the fact that you put it in the microwave. I was like, hold on.
Wait a minute.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Or another thing you do is when you're eating ice cream, you crave water. And maybe it's just me, but that's the last thing I'm craving when I'm eating ice cream.
Water?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not that weird, though.
It is to me. But you guys should let us know, because I got to know if I'm the only one here.
Because doesn't ice cream just make your mouth, like, I guess, in a way, like, sticky and syrupy in a way, And, like, you just got to wash it down.
I'm going to wash it down with Dr. Pepper before I'm going to wash it down with water. But that's just like a soda float. So it's not weird.
And just a water float.
Ew.
That's not that weird.
So my weird food combination would be dill pickle chips.
Dill pickle chips.
With cottage cheese.
Yep. And that one's actually not that bad.
Honestly, cottage cheese on most chips are pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was weird when I first seen it, but then I had it and it was pretty banging, not gonna lie.
And what sparked that? I have no idea. No idea what it was like. I want cottage cheese and chips. Ooh, let's combine.
Let's do it.
I don't know. It's good.
I used to put ketchup on everything. And my brothers and sisters can vouch for that. I used to put it on everything.
So did Danny. Danny would eat that stuff out of the bottle. I used to put ranch in my mac and cheese.
I used to put ketchup in my mac and cheese.
That's more normal, I feel, because I feel
What?
like a lot
I feel like that's not normal. Eating ketchup
nowadays,
and
a
mac
lot
and
of
cheese
kids
now, it'd probably be a little more gross to me now, honestly.
Well, nowadays, a lot of kids put ketchup in their mac and cheese. Ranch would be more weird. I've heard it before. That's why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not too
I think I have tried that ranch and mac and cheese before. I feel like it.
But you know, the only place I'd eat it at, actually, I'm not going to name it because the place I ate it at was, we only have one here.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere else because it's family owned. But their ranch was banging. Are you sure you don't have a weird food combination that you eat? 'Cause, I mean, you eat anything and everything.
Weird. Combination. Weird food combination.
Oh, another thing that you do.
I don't know.
Another thing that you do is I'll make whatever it is. And I'll have a side or two sides. You know, you'll have a full plate of food. And you will proceed to mix everything on that plate.
I'd say that's probably the weirdest food, quote unquote, combination.
Yeah, he will mix anything. So that's a hard question for you because you will literally mix anything.
Yeah, because if there's like green peas, carrots, mashed potatoes,
well, I make this
and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna be mixing it.
Yeah, I mean, when you do it, it's not too weird because most people would pick up each thing and take one bite of it.
Up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just watching you mix your plates together probably makes her want to throw up, dude.
Probably.
Because and don't get me wrong, I don't like when my food touch, but it also not a big deal if I get one bite where two of my food items have touched, you know?
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Oh, Mariah, if she could, she would put every single thing that they're eating for dinner on separate plates.
Oh my gosh.
So that it's absolutely impossible for anything to touch.
That's crazy.
Now, I'm really big with that when it comes to like watery foods. Like say like
soup.
Not soup because you're not going to put that on a plate.
Gravy.
You know, your gravy.
Sauces, you mean?
Like sauces, yeah.
Watery foods.
Yeah, like sauces, but like if you make like I'm saying watery as in like if you have meat and you put it on your plate and there's like excess like juices.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now when I know that's gonna happen, or if like I know gravy's gonna run everywhere, different plate. Because I don't mind that like one bite where my food is touched, but if it's like every bite, get it out of here.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola glass.
My next is cereal or soup. My next question
is cereal soup. All right, let's break it down. Okay,
yeah.
What do you classify soup as?
And before you get all riled up, I don't have an answer yet.
Oh, okay.
I would just thought we could talk about this because I don't know what I would say. How would you break it down then?
I would break it down to, I guess
I do have an opinion.
Because like if it's not a soup, what would you classify it as?
Literally, soup is a soup, cereal is cereal.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if something,
but the question makes sense because it's like, is a hot dog a sandwich? I would say yes because it's meat on bread.
Wait, going back. Okay, that kind of not what you just said, but we're talking about soup. I remember my family, we ran out of milk. Okay.
I know you did not put no damn water in your cereal and eat it.
Well,
don't even pause. You know what? Don't even speak further if that's what you did. Because I know you're lying.
Well, yeah.
No.
We ran out of milk.
I've never been that desperate for cereal.
I poured the cereal in the bowl already. So
pour back in?
No.
Why? It's a clean bowl?
No. I pour water in it. And there was another time where I poured orange juice in it.
But that's like What?
Yeah.
That's like imagine Cinnamon Toast Crunch and you just got cinnamon sugar water. Makes me want to gag thinking about it. What cereal was it? And if it was Life?
I think it was like Honey Bunches of Oats.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
Or Life.
That is so gross.
Or Honeycombs. I feel like Honeycombs is like such a nostalgic cereal for me.
Okay, before you keep going with that, I do have a question that ties into this. Before we move on, is cereal a soup? I say no. I think they are their own two different meals.
So I can see it in both ways.
So can I, though, because if you were to put cereal in a category, I'd put it in soup. But it's also not hot. And all soup is normally hot.
You can have well, I guess you'd count that as noodles. But there's this place like Cold Soup. Like they have cold noodles and cold soup.
And is it good?
China or Japan or whatever. Yeah, apparently. They eat it. So.
The thought of cold soup doesn't sound very good.
It doesn't to me either, but
biting into a cold cooked noodle? Yeah.
Yeah, they do it with the sweet potato noodles.
That's gotta be hot, man.
Well, because we eat them hot. Love kebab. I love kebab. So good.
Okay.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay, so if we break it down, what does soup have to have? All right, if soup is considered a meat and vegetable, some sort of broth with other stuff in it, cereal is not a soup. But if we consider soup being a liquid with other stuff in it that consists of mainly liquid or whatever, then sure, cereal's a soup. But then if we consider soup to be having to be salty, because I don't know, have you ever had a sweet soup?
No.
Yeah. So.
And I didn't just come up with it. I seen it online and I was like, that would be something to talk about.
Yeah. It's just multiple things that you can see either way, but I personally think that cereal is not a soup.
Yeah.
Cereal's cereal. And leave it alone, guys.
Yeah. More talk about cereal. What's your top 5 favorite cereals?
Top 5 favorite cereals.
We'll go top 3. 5's kind of pushing it. Because I don't have, a top 5. I probably have, a top 3.
This is tough. I'm going to do top 5.
Oh, but you are into cereal. You love cereal. I
don't eat it very often, though.
Me either.
But I love cereal.
But that's what I'm saying. I know you love cereal.
I can eat cereal when I have the day off. Because I don't got to worry about going to the bathroom 10 times. You know?
Lactose intolerant. Be like...
I'm lactose incoherent.
and my most of my meals contain quite the dairy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So we'll start. Or do you have 5? Do you have a top 5?
I can.
Yeah. All right. We'll start with number 5.
So at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start at the bottom. I would say, I think, I would say honeycombs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta think about mine for a second. Continue if you can continue.
All right. So that was my number 5. Number 4, I would say. Well, let's see. Honey Bunches of Oats, I'd say would be my number 4. Number 3, Reese's Puffs. Number 2, Captain Crunch. And then number 1, Life cereal. Specifically vanilla Life cereal.
Wait a second. So you're telling me none of the chocolate cereals?
I mean,
like Cocoa Puffs
they're
or
good,
Cocoa
but
Pebbles?
they're not in my top 5. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, Reese's Puffs kind of a chocolate one.
I'm trying to think of my last 2. I said top 3 because I really do have a top 3, but
Think of last 2.
Yeah.
Okay, start from the top then.
Okay, so my number 1 favorite cereal is Golden Grahams.
I really thought you were gonna say Oops All Berries.
That's my second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would choose Golden Grahams. I feel like I never see them when we're at the store or something.
Have I ever had Golden Grams?
I don't think I've ever eaten Golden Grams in front of you, but it is literally my favorite cereal.
Is it like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or is it just like a honey flavor?
It's a graham cracker honey flavor, and it's so good.
Okay.
That's so funny. You just named all 3 of the cereals I had up top. So, Oops All Berries would be next. So, second favorite.
And then Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep. You know what? I also really like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
I'd put that 4th. Bonus if they have marshmallows in it. I will pick the marshmallow ones first. And last I would probably put Trix.
Trix? Isn't that basically the same as Oops All Berries?
No.
What are Trix? Tricks are for kids.
Yeah. Come on now.
No, but what are Trix? Aren't they just like the colored balls?
Yes, but they taste no, that's the mini ones.
What
the
are
mini
Trix,
cereal?
Then?
The Trix are
are they the X's and O's? Or am I thinking of something completely different?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
Trix, okay. Come on, babe. It's like the flour. There's a flour one.
What? Gosh, I don't think I've ever had Trix then. Let me see them.
And actually, you are right. They were colored balls for a long time, but they brought back the original shapes.
What's the original shape?
Watermelon, flower, grape.
Oh.
But see, this is what we're used to.
Yeah, those are basically just Oops All Berries, but not.
No, they taste completely different. So I guess if you could tell by my list, it would be fruity cereals and graham cracker, cinnamony, honey ones.
Ooh, I want to put a number 6 in my list.
What?
No, I think I forgot. Wait.
Wait a second. Captain Crunch with marshmallows also slaps.
Oh, what the heck? Ooh, the Golden Grant? No.
That's what we...
No.
Oh,
the Golden Puffs. Is that what they're called?
Those are the
ones that kind of low-key taste like coffee. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but is it the one that... That's my dad's favorite cereal, as far as I know. It's Golden Puffs, but I want to say it had a Golden Crisps?
Maybe. Is that like the actual like branded ones or whatever?
Honey Schmacks.
Honey Schmacks.
I think that's what my dad liked. They are very similar to Golden Puffs, though.
Yeah.
I think those...
Same shape.
Had an odd smell.
They did. For some reason, they just tasted like coffee to me.
Literally, probably because they look like a coffee bean.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one that I swear makes my top 10 list. There's quite a few.
I didn't say top 10,
well,
we'll make it a top 10.
Now I'm thinking of just like all of the cereals that I really, really like.
I like Life cereal too, but I have to eat it immediately.
I don't like Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran's gross.
Raisin Bran's gross. But you know, another cereal I cannot eat because it goes soggy immediately.
What?
But it's good. Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to the point, yeah. I would much rather, and I've never done this, but I'd much rather just put a spoon in the box, get my spoonful, and dip it in milk and eat it.
Now, just imagine just Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies, but you had to have a freaking...
no flavor, and they get soggy really fast.
I would eat those, though, but I had to have, like, a freaking layer of sugar on it.
I would eat them, too, but I would have to put the Nesquik chocolate powder in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you'd get to the end of the bowl and the sugar would be all settled at the bottom. And I was a freaking sugar fanatic, okay? I would scrape it with my spoon and it would be like a thick glob of milky sugar, and I would eat
babe.
it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, another one of my top ones. Honey Nut Cheerios. Love Honey Nut Cheerios.
Me too, but I would almost rather eat those without milk, just to snack on.
Yeah.
Milk would be good with it. I used to buy Cheerios just to eat them.
Yeah. I don't get I guess the non-flavored just regular Cheerios, I would put sugar in that.
And would you have that layer of
milk
sugar on the bottom?
I wouldn't put a lot of sugar in. Not as much as you.
Right.
It would be like
Don't be
maybe
calling me
the
out.
tiniest bit of sugar at the bottom, but then I just wash it out. I would never scrape it out like you would.
Okay. Okay. So I really want to bring up Hurricane Milton that is going through Florida right now.
Crazy.
And they literally just had Hurricane Helene 12 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in the same area. I've done some research,
it was
research, but not a lot.
I'm pretty sure the first one was higher because I'm pretty sure Tampa's lower. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it is lower.
And they are Buccaneers.
They are in.
Poor Buccaneers.
Not just Buccaneers, but everybody there. Because, okay, so this is some of the things I gathered. It's a Category 5, and it's heading towards... I think it's still heading. I don't think it's happened yet.
No, it still hasn't happened yet, but it's about to hit. Like either today or tomorrow, something like that. It's
at a Category 5 right now.
Yeah.
And it's heading towards Florida's Gulf Coast.
Yeah. Over in Tampa. And they said, it's a Category 5 right now, and I believe it should be going down to like a Category 3, but even still, that amount, Category 3 is enough to take lives still.
Yeah. And they just had one.
Yeah. And didn't the last one even take some lives too?
I assume, yeah.
Pretty sure.
But this one's pretty bad. They have evacuations out.
Yeah.
And
they had people on the news, like scientists on the news saying, like, if you're in an evacuation zone and
listen,
you don't leave
and do it.
No, they literally said, like, on the air, they said, if you do not evacuate, you will die.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's scary. And you know what's so crazy about that is there's literally gas shortages due to everyone evacuating at the same time. So no one is moving. They're running out of gas from sitting there for hours on the road because everyone's leaving at once.
That's not good.
So they technically can't evacuate, and the people that are choosing not to evacuate are in life-threatening situations.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so bad, and I hope it just doesn't do a lot of damage, even though it sounds like it's going to. I hope it's the bare minimum of damage, because
it's crazy.
I feel so bad for Florida. It's also expected to expand in size.
You know Jinxie? You know Jinxie, the streamer? He lives like 20 minutes away from Tampa.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on my TikTok that I followed forever that live there, and I'm like... Everyone's like, we're not evacuating.
That's what's scary about living close to like any coastline. You know, like I would love to live in California, but just like natural disasters that are able to happen there are crazy. Like natural disasters here where we live, like what's the worst thing? Like maybe an earthquake.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. So I bring that up
because...
Go ahead.
Just want to send my love and prayers out to all the families that are going to be in direct path with this hurricane.
Yeah. Saying like where we live, like I love like some things can piss me off here, but ultimately I really appreciate where we live and how blessed we are compared to other places.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really hope for the best for all of those other people. Stay safe.
What's even more sad is I'm watching all these TikToks of people preparing, meaning like going and getting stuff that they need, like flashlights and food and water. And half of these people are going to lose their power. So that means they got to get food that doesn't need to be heated up and stuff like that. And the videos I'm seeing, shelves are empty out there.
Yeah.
So like people are... literally like
it really is just so crazy.
Yeah, like they're out of luck when they get there. Like it's not, oh, I don't have the money for it, oh, I don't have this for it. It's literally because every single person in Florida is preparing, leaving nothing for anybody, which I get it. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that, but I feel bad for the people that aren't able to get what they need.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the people that were able to get what they need, I'm glad that they were able to do that, because now they don't have to worry. But I feel bad for the people that do have to worry, that can't get anything because the shelves are empty.
Yeah. It was what I don't get, like, where do you go? Where do you evacuate to? Like, do you just...
That's exactly what I've been seeing. Like, okay, evacuate. Where do I go? Leave my family here? And then I have me, myself, in my car?
Well, like, not only that, but, like, you evacuate your house. Your house gets completely demolished.
Like, where are you going?
Sure, like, you have, home insurance to cover the expenses, but then, like, do you have to wait an entire amount of time it takes to get a new house built? Or, like, what?
Like, where are you staying? Where are you going? Where?
What happens,
Yeah.
like, after that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I hope for the people that are evacuating, because there's so many.
Crazy.
Like, what are they coming back to?
Nothing.
How do they know there's going to be a road?
I was seeing videos from the last hurricane where there's literally sand covering like half the height of their living room. All the sand that gets brought in and stuff like that.
Roads that you can't see or gone.
Yeah.
That lead to your house. How do you get there?
I guarantee you there's going to be people on TikTok live in the evacuation zones.
Oh, like, yeah. Like, this or like keeping updates.
Trying to get views.
Like, I know, but I'm like,
stupid
instead
reasons.
of getting views, go get yourself in a safe place. I know it doesn't sound right, and it's going to be...
Did you see the people in like the kayaks
so pointless,
in their
because
living room?
Where are you going to go? And then once you get back, your house is gone. Like, I get it, but at the same time, go save yourself if you can.
Yeah. Did you see the people in like kayaks on TikTok Live? It'd be like in a kayak in their living room.
No.
No. Never saw those.
No.
Oh my gosh. I came across like 10 lives that look like
no
that.
way. That's funny, but it's really not funny. Like, the way that the world can damage... the way that natural disasters can damage our Earth is crazy.
Mother Earth can be ruthless. Yeah.
But I just want to bring that up and send our love and prayers out to all the families that are in the danger zone. And even that aren't. Like, I hope everything is well for the people out, just right outside of it, too.
Just like the secondhand, that stuff and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Hey, the fires are gone.
Are they?
I don't know.
I swear another one started up somewhere.
Probably. I just say that because it's not the big talk anymore. It's the Hurricane Milton.
Hurricane right side of the United States, and then fires on the left side of the United States.
Yeah. There's no in between.
Pick and choose what side.
In between.
Kind of. Yeah, we are the in between. We doing good. Well, no, we were.
I know you're getting quite a few earthquakes over the summer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a big one here, and we weren't even here when it happened. Remember?
Wait, where were we? Costa Rica? California?
We were at Lagoon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember I was sitting in the library building on campus one day, and I just felt like the building shake, and I seen like windows shake a little bit, and I was like, huh? I was like, what was that? And then like I looked it up, and like, yeah, it was an earthquake. It was
I don't
crazy.
think I've ever witnessed one ever. And when we have them here, I'm asleep.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, I wanted to, I don't know, this sounds weird, but I've been wanting to say this, I guess put this out there for a long time. Like if you're, how do I say this? I guess it applies to us too, and like we really need to do something about it. But if you're not happy where you're at, like don't settle for it. Like if you're comfortable where you're at, what you're doing, to a point where it's too comfortable, but you're not getting the happiness out of it that you're wanting, like you got to make a change. And just start following your dreams, It might be like cheesy to say, but like it's
not though. Really put your mind to something you want to do or it will never happen.
Yeah. Like I've decided to like just take that step and start this podcast. This is something that like I've absolutely been dreaming to do. And like no matter if it doesn't pick up and take off, like I just want, well, like what my dream is. I guess because this may have started back in elementary school or just during school, where everybody knew me as my brother's younger brother. You know, they never really knew me for me, you know. And I guess this is where this kind of all came from, where I want a lot of people to know me as Andre Iglesias. Like, I know that guy. That guy's really cool.
Right.
And I want the world to know who I am, you know?
Right.
I just want people to know me for who I am,
mm-hmm.
for what I believe, and for what I have to say.
Period.
And I want to thank everybody who's always tuning in, listening to these, and supporting us. And I want to thank my wife for supporting me too.
You're welcome.
I love you so much.
I will always support you.
Yeah.
No matter what. And I love you with my whole heart.
Oh, I love you too. Well, that is it for today's episode.
Now, don't stay anywhere where you feel comfortable if you don't like it.
Yeah. We got to take our own advice about that.
I know.
We got to
get out of it before it's too comfy.
We got to start skedaddling. Just being honest.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Episode 5. Can't believe we're here.
That was a fun episode.
Crazy.
I hope you guys loved it as much as we loved yapping.
Yeah. Once again, if you're not already following, go smash that follow button. Also, comment down in the video. Ask us any questions that you would like, or I guess comment down in the episode, not video. But yeah, ask us any questions that you'd like. Share this with all your friends. And yeah, that's about it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.